Hello YouTube, it's Hein here with Hobbies Man once again, and today we're going to be doing another manga first impressions review. Today we're going to be looking at I'm a Wolf but My Boss is a Sheep, Volume 1. This is written by Shino Shizuisu, I think, Shumizu, sorry. Shumizu. And it's published by 7 Seas, as you guys can see right there. This is normal 7 Seas, this is not Ghost Ship or anything like that. This is very standard middle of the road 7 Seas. The demographic here is seinen, and the genres here are comedy and romance. This is an office romance of sorts, and there's an element of fantasy here because these people are not human. They're like human animal hybrid people. And this does not currently have an adaptation, and I only think there's only 4 volumes of this, but I'm not exactly sure. I heard it was a short series. I don't know how many volumes there are, but I can see it being relatively short because it's not really all that like deeply what's it called, like set up. It's very kind of surface level. So yeah, in terms of premise here, it's basically that there's this wolf man. His name is Okami, I think, or Ugami. Which is right there, and he works for this betting company, and he has been transferred from the sales part to the research department or something like that, and now he works with a bunch of sheep women, and they're all his co-workers, and he's the only wolf in this part of the company, and so there's a bit of friction there because of their natural like urges and stuff like that. You know, even though it's like these urges are vestigial in some way, they are still affecting these characters. So it's very similar to like Beastars in that sense, where, you know, there's people that are predator and people that are prey, and the predators have to kind of be careful with what they do around prey people because they might mess up, and it'll lead to consequences, of course. And we basically have this kind of romance situation where the wolf guy likes the sheep woman that's his boss, and he's very like conscious of like the fact that he is like a predator and amidst a bunch of people that are like prey, and he doesn't want to kind of like do anything that will scare anyone else, but he also just like wants to get closer to his boss. And so there's this kind of like give and take there. It's very similar to Sweat and Soap, in my opinion. Like the way that the guy character is very like has these like urges, I guess, and he wants to get closer to the female character, but he's like, oh no, I'm gonna freak her out. It kind of reminds me of that. It also kind of reminds me of Wotakoi because of the work setting, and of course it also reminds me a little bit of Beastars because of the kind of like societal aspect of the story. And overall, it's pretty good. I really did enjoy it. I think it was a very relaxing read. There was 1 or 2 times in this volume that I read something and either I didn't pay attention or it was just like not edited well, because I was like, this doesn't make sense. I'm very confused what's happening here. But in general, I think that it was a pretty easy read, and it was not very difficult to understand at all. It doesn't have very much like hidden depth to it. It's very much like what you see is what you get, and that is great. I really enjoyed it. I think it's really fun. And there are even some funny side characters that I quite enjoy. So I'm quite happy with that. Let's see if there's a page that shows you their names. So there's Ogami Kaneomo, which is the main character. There's this leopard lady called Hyokawa Shu, who is one of Ogami's former co-workers, and she kind of becomes this like central bit of tension in the volume, but then it gets cleared up by the end, and I think it was pretty fun. I actually quite like her a lot. And then of course the main female character is called Misui Mashiro. She's the sheep lady in the front of the cover. And there's this character that's a sheep man that's introduced at the very end of the volume called Mikado Koishiryu, which is like, I'm guessing the main conflict for the next volume. And overall, it's good. I really enjoyed it. I think it was very cute. The animal people romance thing was kind of interesting. And overall, I really enjoyed it. So I definitely think you guys should check this out. If you guys enjoy these kind of like office romance things, I've found that I'm enjoying them quite a bit. Waterkoi and Sweat and Soap are great, and this one is also quite good. So I'm very happy with that, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Thank you guys very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and see you guys later.